Hey guys, it's Usafa, and welcome back to another Voices of the Community episode. Today's guest is someone who's been around nearly as long as the contest itself. Kal-El started playing just a couple months after launch, back when Act 4 felt like an impossible climb, and Seaton was the go to guide for every summoner. Over the years, he's seen it all, from the thrill of chasing a 4-star king during the very first banquet to finding his way through various alliances, including one run by his real life best friend. Battlegrounds became his true obsession, driving his roster growth and shaping how he played. But like many of us, he's had to balance that passion with real life responsibilities. Once a baby whale, now a casual spender, Kal-El brings a perspective that speaks to so many players navigating the balance between competitiveness, community, and financial reality. We'll dive into his stories, the highs, the challenges, and what keeps him logging on nearly a decade later. Let's hear from Kal-El. Hey guys, it's Yusafa. I'm back with another episode of Voices of the Community. This time I'm with a prolific person that's been in every single one of the YouTubers' chats. His name is Kal-El or Mike. Mike, how about you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, hey man, it's good to speak to you. Yeah, so everyone knows me as Kal-El or Mike, mostly Mike in the chats. I started the game the year it came out, but not the month it came out, which is why I've not got the veterans badge. But I've been playing ever since then. I took a year's break at some point around the time Hercules came out. Came back and I actually started to love the game even more when I came back. Been through a few alliances, and now I'm in Kurds Alliance, and you having a good time. So yeah, that's me.
So, Kurt's Alliances, remind me, it's LOX?
No, it's the WNSS.
Oh, WNSS. All right, sweet. Yeah, Kurt is a friend of the channel for sure. So you started playing a couple months after the game had first launched. Does it hurt not having that veterans badge?
Yeah, it does a bit, to be honest. Yeah, I really like, I really like the look of that badge.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I missed it as well. So I don't have access to it, but it is nice seeing a person come on Battlegrounds and match you that has been playing the game since game launch. You remember? So do you remember what you liked most about those early days of Contest of Champions when you started playing?
Yeah, so for me, when I well, actually, it was one of my best friends who introduced me to the game. So he likes Marvel just like I do,
Yeah.
and other superhero things. So he's like, "Oh, there's this game out with Marvel heroes in it. So do you want to have a look at it?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So he took me through it, and just showed me how it works and all the rest of it. And I was like, "Oh, I really like this." So then got home, downloaded it myself. And I was like, "Yeah, this is great. It's got loads of characters I recognise. You can play with them because I'm a massive fighting game person,
Okay.
so that got me hooked straight away. So, but with Marvel characters added into it as well, that just got me even further into it. So yeah, I just loved it ever since. Yeah.
Now, everybody should know that Kal-El is in reference to Superman's name. So that is a little bit,
Yes.
that's heresy on this channel and with this game. But are you a avid Marvel fan?
Oh yeah, I love both.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, as you can tell, Superman is my all-time favorite hero, but I
Yep.
do love Marvel itself equally as much as DC. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so you played the game for a while and you got hooked on it because of your best friend in real life, which is fantastic. I have yet to meet a person in my before MCOC life that has played this game. Of course, I've met a lot of people since I've started playing this game that play it. So it's interesting that you have somebody that brought you in. Um, so back when the game first started, Act 4, felt like a mountain to climb. Looking back at
Mm.
the game now, how does that perspective feel? Do you feel like your skill has increased to the point where Act Four would no longer be an issue for you if you were to start this game again, or uh, do you think it was the impetus or the introduction of champions with new additional ability kits that have made this game easier or harder for you?
Um, I would say it's a mixture actually, because like you say, Act Four back in the day was so hard. Like defeating that Thanos boss was like it was a massive task because
Yeah.
there was no parry, there was no stun, there was no no dexterity, nothing like that. It was such a pain. But now all these new mechanics have come in. Obviously, with those added, I could do it. But even without the mechanics added, I think my skills improved that much
Yeah.
that I could probably do it now. Yeah.
When you started playing the game with your in life real friend, how was that experience? Were you guys able to learn from one another, or uh, was it a good experience, bad experience?
At first, it was really good actually because we were both new to the game.
Yeah,
So we were both learning about the game, individually, and then we gave ideas to each other. We both, helped each other out, etc. And then, it was great for about, I don't know, maybe 3 years. And then as we both got more experience, I think our ideas started to clash a bit.
yeah,
And then we started to have issues in the game, and then it was affecting our in real life relationship a bit.
yep,
So we ended up splitting ways a couple of times.
yeah.
We've actually been in two separate alliances together because we gave a second crack at it, but it didn't work out again. So we split up again in the game wise. That is, yeah.
So introducing a little virtual space in the game by going to different alliances, has that helped and repaired that relationship?
Yeah, definitely. Like we've never had any issues in real life at all. It's always like when I say issues, it's not like we've like had a massive fight within the
Yeah,
game, but we've had like clashes and disagreements, and it's just not been good for our friendship. So we've just left each other there, and we're all right in person again now, like we were.
yeah, absolutely. So you've also mentioned that you started as a moderate spender, and
Mm,
and so there's free to play. Free to play is pretty black and white. I understand what free to play is.
mm.
I understand what a whale is because I live amongst them. What do you mean by moderate spender? Do you just mean when a one of the holiday deals comes out that you invest in the game, or what are we talking about moderate?
So moderate for me would be hmm, how can I define it? So like I would say I spend like the £10 weekly deals that come out.
Yep.
I would say I buy them occasionally,
Okay.
plus the big spending, like when the holiday deals come out, Cyber Weekend, and
Yep.
what's the April one called, the whatever that one's called, things like that.
Yep.
But in between that is when I don't spend so like a whale like yourself goes after everything, whereas I don't. I pick and choose my things that I go after.
Yep. What's most important to you, the champions, the crystals, or the rank up materials?
Well, that's changed actually because at first it was the rank up materials, potions, and all that. But now my account's progressed. It's the champions definitely now that I'm go after and searching for. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
100%.
So back in the day, you went after the 4-star king to try to
I did.
secure him. Yeah, when that crystal was released. I know that you didn't get him, but it's just it's an example of one of those exclusive champions that are offered every now and then to players. How important is that chase for that exclusive champion compared to just growing your roster with the normal release?
For me, it's actually very important because I can't explain why, but I'm just a massive collector.
You're a collector,
So
yeah,
it's part of the collection, the chase. I like you want them all, especially the rare ones, and they're the rarest ones.
yeah.
So I always go after them every time. Yeah.
So you do know that Kang is not a good champion, right?
Oh yeah. Well, unless you talk to Jay Will, of
unless
course.
you
Yeah.
unless you talk to Jason, that's right. That was a little Easter egg for him in this one. So when Battlegrounds came out, are you an avid Battleground player, or could you just not care less?
Oh no, Battlegrounds is. Well, I'd say Battlegrounds and War is both equally my main game modes, but Battlegrounds is like my favorite game mode in the game. Yeah, it's like because when that came out, that just elevated my enjoyment for the game even further. So
Right?
that's my favorite now. Yeah.
Has with the introduction of Battlegrounds, has that influenced your want to go after consumables or elders marks or tickets to allow you to participate in battlegrounds? Has that increased your spending at all, or no?
Well, it did, yeah, at
Yeah,
first because I was a baby whale, if you can call it that. I wasn't a full whale; I was like a baby whale.
yeah,
So I did a ton of stuff on, for like you say, the consumables,
yeah,
the elders marks, and all that stuff. And then my circumstances changed, so now I've got to be really more careful with how I spend and
yep,
what I spend.
yep.
But I still progress well enough in battlegrounds, I think so.
And I hope you know why I'm asking this line of questioning, because something did happen last week. Something was released as a dev diary by Crashed, as that talked about how this game has evolved and changed, and how that their
Mm,
deals and sales have evolved and changed, and they're focusing rather on not on the consumables, because not a whole lot of people buy them anymore, but they have to focus on those large events and in champions in order to reach their revenue goals. So I think it's important that Kabam understands and knows what the player base is doing, as opposed to just seeing the ones and zeros in their spreadsheets, to actually hear what people's perspectives and the reason why they are choosing to spend or not to spend, from their voice. So uh, thank you for providing your perspective. Okay, alliance and relationships. You've bounced around, by your own admission, a few alliances since you've been playing this game. What were you looking for? What are you looking for in alliance, and why is it so hard to find the right fit?
yeah, that's a good question. So like you say, I bounced around a few alliances. Like two of them was my best friend in real life, and a
Yep.
few weren't. But I think what I was looking for was just that bond with the alliance members, and that like I wanted to meet this. I wanted them to meet the same goals that I was looking for, which for me is alliance war based, battlegrounds based.
Yep.
I mean, battlegrounds didn't exist all the time, but now it's battlegrounds based. And you know, and but not like so. I'm not like your level where you're like in four Loki, you're going the highest level, and that's not me. But I mean, that's not where. How can I put it? I'd like to be at that level. I don't think my skill level is that high yet,
Yep.
but it's where I'd like to be maybe in the future. But for now, I want to be sort of in the middle area, and that's where I was looking for. And I think now I've found it with the alliance that I'm in. So
Yep.
yeah.
So in Kurd's alliance, so you feel like you found a good fit. What makes it that good fit? Is it the focus on the game modes, or is it the relationships that you build within that alliance? What's most important to you? And I'm sure it's a mixture of both, but what's most important to
Oh
you?
yeah, it's definitely a mixture. Yeah. Do you know what? I would say the relationships is probably slightly more important because if you've not got good relationships within your alliance, the game experience is not going to be as enjoyable. You're not going to enjoy playing the game as much with your alliance because if you don't get on with your alliance mates and you don't feel like a family,
Yep.
then it's just going to feel as good. So that's probably my highest priority. Which, like I said, I've found that now with them, and they meet my level of gameplay.
Right.
So yeah, I think I'm in the right place now.
Yeah, yeah. I myself, since I've been with the game, I've been with, I'm going to say, four alliances, and I was with Shield back in the day before they broke up, and then Little Land, great group of people, and I've been with For Loki for almost 7 years now.
Oh well.
And you're absolutely right. I think it is definitely a mixture of both. Everybody wants to be focused on the same thing. But it is the friendships that you build that keep you coming back to the game every day. So,
100%.
all right. So, content creators and the content creator community. You mentioned that when you first joined the game, you tuned into the content creator, the large one that was out there, and that was Seaton. And he was a big influence on you. What impact did he have on you as you grew as a player?
Oh, huge. Just a little Easter egg for you as well.
Yeah.
I actually lost a £100 bet with this seating guy. You know, so I had to pay him £100 because I lost a bet with him.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
He-
So, but yeah, he was the main one because he was so skilled at the game. So he was teaching me how to play as he was playing.
yep,
So I saw what he was doing. I tried to copy what he was doing, and obviously you can interact with him in the chat and stuff. So I was asking him questions,
yep,
and he was answering my questions and helping me out in that way. But I think the biggest thing was obviously just seeing him play, like seeing what he was doing,
yep.
how he was doing it, and I was able to replicate it. So yeah, he was massive for me back in the day for me to get better. Yeah.
Are you going to have the chance to go out to Summoners Fest this year or no?
Oh no, I wish. I can't afford it. I can't afford the flight fare. I just can't afford the trip basically.
Yeah,
But I'd love to go. Yeah,
yeah.
sadly they can't.
It's
Yeah,
a definitely a jump across the pond. Yeah, I know Seaton's going to be there, so it's an opportunity to hang out with them. But you're England based as well. Have you ever had the chance to hook up with any of the community in some of the meetups?
No, I haven't actually. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I've just never had the chance because nothing's ever been arranged apart from obviously Summoners Fest, which I've not been able to get to. So,
Right.
yeah, sadly I've not. But it's something I'd like to do one day. Yeah, like it's something I suggested a while ago. Like in one of my other alliances, we could always, have a meet up
Right.
somewhere. Find a location and hang out. But yeah, it's never materialized as of yet, sadly.
Yeah, I feel a little bad because a lot of people have asked me to set one up in Boston, and maybe one of these days, because I'm becoming more aware of the player base within my region of the U.S. So yeah, I think all it does, it takes one enterprising young individual to set up and coordinate. But yeah, I highly suggest if you do get a chance to go sort of a meetup to do it. What other content creators have you been have you watched recently and are good influences to your gameplay?
Oh wow, so many.
Yeah,
I can't possibly name them all. There's so many, but I'd probably say the biggest ones would be Legacy,
yeah, of
Enzo,
course. Yep,
Stay Fassi, who else? MSD.
yep.
Who else? There's so many I can't think of them all, but I'd say they're the main ones. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Hang on. What? Sorry, I forgot one. What? Nick 136. He's a big one as well.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Nick is absolutely fantastic. Those are some great examples of some of the fantastic content creators that we have out there. And Yusafa, of course, because he's awesome.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. What role do you think that these content creators have that you've named? What role do you think they have in keeping the player base engaged and informed?
Oh, huge. I think they are. Do you know what? I honestly think the streamers are a huge part of why the game is still going because
Yeah,
they keep the community engaged. They keep the community, just communicating with each other and enjoying the game. And, and also at the same time, they're giving tips to everyone and help.
yeah.
So I think all that combined is a massive reason why the game is actually still going, thanks to the content creators. Yeah.
Are you more apt to watch a live stream or some other like pre-produced content from those streamers, or is it a mix of both?
It is a mix of both, but I'd say I'm more live stream.
Yeah,
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 I like to watch things live as it's happening. Yeah, but if
yeah.
it's like a how to use guide for a champion, I'll watch that obviously and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, MSD has definitely been putting out a bunch of them lately, so the guy has been busy.
Oh yeah.
All right, so switching back over to Battlegrounds. You call yourself a Battlegrounds addict.
hmm
What is it about Battlegrounds that keeps you so engaged in the game? What do you like about it?
Well, I'm a very competitive person,
Yeah,
so that's the biggest aspect. It's the fact that you're going against real people, and it's just so competitive and exciting. And plus, you get into so many different variations of champions in it as well, because you're constantly switching your decks around depending on the meta. So you get to use a lot of different champions as well as that.
yeah.
So that is the main reasons why I just love Battlegrounds. There's so many good things about it. Yeah.
Where do you usually end up in the season?
Well, to be honest, I don't really grind Gladiator Circuit too much, but I do try and get to around Arcane Quantum area.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
not too bad.
Do you think do you think that Kabama's kind of struck the right balance with the rewards provided by Battleground seasons, as well as the matchmaking process that they use? So, do you think they've struck that balance where the rewards are good enough for wanting you and enticing you to play Battlegrounds, and on the flip side,
Mm.
do you think the matchmaking that they have in place right now is conducive to that competitive behavior that you like whenever you match somebody in Battlegrounds?
I would say the rewards are okay. Yeah, the rewards are all right at the moment. Yeah, I'd say maybe next year or the year after they'll need to be improved. But for
Of
now, yeah,
course.
the rewards are good.
Yeah.
Um, But as far as the flip side goes, I would say that the matchmaking is hit and miss. Actually, sometimes you can match a whale roster,
Yeah.
and other times you can match a roster that's like well below yours. So it's just a hit and miss.
Yep.
There's no real consistency with it. So that's a bit of a strange one, that to be honest. Yeah, I think they need to fix that one, to
Do
be
you
honest, because
do you,
that's
do you ever get forfeited against?
yeah, sometimes yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So baby from baby whale to dolphin.
Hmm.
You've been very open about stepping down from being a baby whale and to a dolphin because of changes in your financial situation. Uh, what has
Hmm.
what has that adjustment impacted how you experience the game? Do you like playing the game more or less now that you've actually stepped down from being a baby whale?
I would say I still enjoy it as much, but it's also become a lot harder because obviously without spending as much as you used to, you can't access things as easy as you used to.
Yeah,
So it's become a lot harder. The grind is a lot more intense, and things are a lot less inaccessible, and all that sort of stuff.
yeah. Is that
But I still enjoy the game. Yeah.
is that seen by you as a challenge to overcome or a barrier for you to progress?
Oof. Um, It's a bit of both. It's a challenge, but I would say it is a challenge, but some things can be a barrier as well. Like some things you can hit a brick wall and you're like, well, I can't do this.
Yeah,
And I can't afford to get any further because I can't afford to buy the resources for it.
right.
So then it becomes a wall. But if there's a challenge there that can be overcome, then I like that sort of challenge and I will overcome it, which I have, quite a lot of times.
Yeah, I mean the one example that I see for free to play and moderate low spenders of the game, one of those barriers that I see is definitely these really meta relevant paywall champions that are offered in either the Titan or the basic pool like Dark Phoenix that
Mm,
have just entered this game and just have changed the place of battlegrounds. I mean now I hear from players and I watch videos that Dark Phoenix is a number one ban, and that takes one of the ban slots out of Battlegrounds, and now you can only have two other bans because nobody wants to face Dark Phoenix. And
that's right.
yeah, and I do the same thing with Serpent. I have a rank 4 Serpent, but I hate fighting him, and
Yeah.
I absolutely hate losing to him. Do you feel that this game allows dolphins or moderate spenders to stay competitive, or do you feel that you're starting to be left behind when you can't spend at the whale levels anymore?
Yeah, I think I'm starting to feel a bit left behind, partly for the reason that you just mentioned, actually, with these champions that are being
Yeah,
brought in, like the Torch and the Dark Phoenix, where like you literally need to
yeah,
be a whale to get them, and then the moderate spenders and dolphins and free to play just possibly can't get them
yeah.
unless they've saved up an absolute ton of units beforehand.
Yeah. Do you
So
do that?
yeah,
Do you save units in order to buy in-game unit deals?
no, I should do,
Right.
but no.
Right. I mean, so we know that in November the Cyber Weekend deals will be coming out. So that's one of the big events.
Mm,
And then
mm,
Banquet. And you've said before you've had participated in a Banquet. Do you plan on
yeah, yeah.
participating this year or no?
Oh yeah. So my strategy for this, especially now being a dolphin as opposed to a baby whale,
Yeah.
is. But even before that, is I used to go to Cyber Weekend, spend the money
Yeah.
because with the deals you get units. So with those units, I save those units for banquet. That's the
Okay.
way that I've always played it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been my strategy. So I always managed to do both that way.
Yeah. No, that's definitely smart. Absolutely smart. So you've been playing for over a decade.
I
Uh,
have.
yeah. What keeps you logging on every day?
Oh, just the new champions that are always coming out, the new mechanics that are being brought out in the game, battlegrounds, and of course the amazing community that we all have together. All that combined is the reason why I keep going on. It's just everything together, really.
Yeah. Community, the interest of the game. It's still a fun game. I don't care what everybody else says. You look at the YouTube
Oh yeah,
videos, and it's all doom and gloom, especially for the past 2 months. But it's still a game. We still all love playing it. And yeah, the things that are going to be messed up, but that's. I mean, we've been dealing with this for past 11 years, right? This
exactly. Yeah.
game's never been perfect. If so, speaking of which, if you could talk to Kabam directly, what's the one thing that we need to fix to keep players like you engaged? And what would you tell them?
Well, I would say to them first of all, how come most of these bugs that we keep encountering haven't been fixed in a bit that have been around for so many years?
Yeah,
Like speaking of battlegrounds, there's one bug in battlegrounds where if you win a match, you can get this reconnect bug and you lose the fight or the round because of it. You know what I mean? That's one huge one.
yeah,
So bugs like that, I'd be like, well, why have you not fixed these? Surely they can be fixed. So why have you not fixed them? I mean, I'd say it in a nice way, obviously, but that's
yeah,
what I'd be saying to them.
yeah. Have you ever looked at the Trello board online? and seen the bugs that they're actually actively working on?
Oh no, I've never even heard of that. No, no,
All right.
no.
I'll send you the link, but don't waste too much time, man. You're not going to learn a whole lot. But
Yeah.
it is nice to see that they do have a process of tracking bugs and and hopefully fixing them on a periodic basis. Have you updated your game since to the latest build? I think it came out on Monday.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
Have you experienced any issues or bugs associated with that new build that weren't there before?
I have actually, but it's only it's only a minor bug I would call it, but it's like a visual bug. So like when you go into a fight and you've got your two champions stood there side by side before you press the fight button. Well, the champion on my side, my champion is sort of like fuzzed out. You can't see it. So it's like a visual glitch bug.
Right.
So I don't know what's happening there, but yeah, that's the only bug I've encountered so far with it.
All right, wrapping up here. I've got just a couple more questions for you.
Yeah.
So I want to know who your favorite champion in the game is and why.
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked that because my new favorite champion is literally just come out, which is Dracula.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because I've wanted Dracula in the game for 4 years at least. And I've posted on Kabam's Twitter site saying it's October coming soon. Is Dracula coming out?
Right.
I've been doing it for years, and now he's finally here. And I'm like, I don't even know if he's any good yet or not. But it's just because it's Dracula, he's my favorite champion straight away now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you. So, our embargo date is tomorrow, and we have been able to play him, and he is really good. So,
Oh, good.
yeah. So I hope you're excited for when he drops. But yeah, he's and I've already talked to other people, and they're going to rank for Sig 200 him right away. So, but yeah, look forward to him coming out. So he is really good. All right, last question. Ask this to everybody. I want the series to be a long running series, Voices of the Community, and I want to include more voices into the series across all walks of life within the MCOC community. Who would you appreciate hearing from most? And it can be an individual. You can name names, or you can just give a category of like free to play, baby dolphin, whale. You can talk about, you want to hear more from people that have left the game and they come back, or people who have left the game for sure. Who would you want to hear from on future episodes of Voices of the Community?
Yeah, well, having watched your series like a lot, I've been expecting this question, so
Yeah,
I
right.
gave it a lot of thought. So the person I think, I mean, other people have given great answers like free to play plays and whale plays and some other things, but the one person I think would be great to come on is Nick136
Nick,
because
done.
yeah, he is a very skilled player, but he's also pretty much free to play. I don't even know if he's a fish. He's a fish or a dolphin. He hardly spends, but he's
Yeah,
high up there, skilled. He's able to compete with the whales. So I'd love to get him on to
yeah,
get his perspective on how he does that. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And just for the viewers of this, at the very end of the interview, I just want to let you guys know that I am having some pretty big names come on. So Nick was not on my list, but I will reach out to Nick and make sure that he participates in this because I also agree
Nice.
he is he's one of the best streamers, content creators that we have in this game. So I would love to get him on a Voice of the Community. Awesome. All right, Mike, thank you so much for joining Voice of the Community and doing this interview. I really do appreciate it. I know it's late out there in the UK. I'm going to let you get to sleep as soon as possible. But again, thank you so much. For all the viewers, please like and subscribe this video. It helps me out, helps me bring more episodes of Voice of the Community to you. And thank you again, and we'll see you guys in the next one.